Heyo everyone and welcome back to another episode here at Adventure Plains Park. Today guys we are going to be building another little flat ride. Doing a lot of flat rides these couple of weeks, but next week we'll be building a track ride which is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a water ride because you know the park hasn't really got a water ride yet, so we needed one. And you know, guests need to cool down and everything. We don't want anyone getting heat stroke. That would not be good. So we're going to be putting in a water ride next week. But let's stop talking about next week and let's focus on this week. So this week we are going to be building a Swift Drifters ride. So now at the moment I'm just fixing the fencing and everything, making sure it's all nice because we didn't do a lot of fencing yet in the park. Last episode we didn't do fencing because that was high up. We did a little bit, we did balconies, but that was balconies. That wasn't much. So we're just doing some fencing just to block off the ride, which is crazy cool. It's from the actual park, yes, and everything. The trees there, just to barricade it, I guess, and they just added more effect to it. They're all planted kind of in the same direction, just to make it feel more like it's a theme park, just to make it, I guess, I'm not going to say unnatural, but it makes it feel like more like it's just been done, like it's just been planted and they haven't got time to grow any which way or form. I just think it looks better. But yeah, so here we go. So I decided the ride Swift Drifters, it goes really well. The observation tower will be using next episode. I was suggested by Dan's theme park again. He said use the observation tower. By the way, thanks Dan's theme park for the enterprise suggestion. That was a very good suggestion, and I see you really like that. That took ages actually, that enterprise theming, but it came out really well. So okay, so we're just doing the queue line here. I'm doing grid path because it just makes it a really nice, neat queue line, and I like doing neat queue lines. Yeah, I don't like doing not neat queue lines. It just doesn't work. So we need to do some more fencing here as well, because fencing matters. Because we need to block off the ride to everyone. Because at the moment, like, they can see into the ride and stuff, and it's not great. Well, they'll always be able to see in, but we just need to do some fencing, just some low-level fencing, just to make it feel more packed in. Now, the reason I did fencing, quite a lot of fencing here, is because the theme of this ride is it's going to be called Stable Drifters. Now the reason it's going to be called Stable Drifters is because in the middle of the ride it's going to have a stable with a animatronic horse in it, and that is why I've done a lot of fencing, so it feels like the queue line is the horse paddock. And then there's hay and stuff throughout the ride, which you're going to place in a minute. And then the horse is basically having a nice treat while you're drifting around him. I thought it was quite a simple, basic theming touch, but you know, they got to have some stables in the park somewhere that the owners left. Maybe not, they didn't leave the horses, but maybe they just kept the stables, and that could be actually a real horse. We don't actually have a horse animatronic. It's not Planet Zoo, so that is TMTK again, which TMTK is just a lifesaver, I know. It saves so many things in Planet Coaster. If you're a new person, use it. Just go and create some. You can get loads in Steam Workshop. It's really handy in an emergency. Like if you're doing a contest or something, just use TMTK. It works so well. But anyway, back to the video. So it's now time for some hashtag rock work. Yes, it is that time of the week. It's Friday. We're doing rock work. Oh, I just saw the Discord notification go there. That's one of my mods. I don't know why it sometimes does that when I'm building stuff, but anyway, that doesn't matter. That's the one problem when you're recording vids. Sometimes my Discord pops up, but that's just about Discord and stuff. Yeah. So we are just going to do this now. We're just going to keep building. Just going to keep building rocks and stuff. Making sure the rocks are nice, you know, nice and neat, nice and tidy. And rotating the trees there just a little bit, just a little fraction, not too much. These ones don't really need to be rotated. There we go, I rotated that one. So at the first thought, I thought maybe I'll just have it as trees and then no stable, but in the end I did go for a stable. Because I was debating whether to do the stable. I mean, we've got 2 episodes now out because this episode's out now. Was out last week at the same time as the episode before. So they came out at the same time because I'd done the other episode way before the other one. So I just got them out at the same time, and I decided, you know, I'll just get it all done. So yeah, so I've been focusing on episode 9 and 10. Because I normally used to release them on the Saturday as well, do one on Friday, one on Saturday, but that was way too tiring, so now I mainly have 2 episodes ready for the next week, so then I can have a little break. Yeah. So we're doing the roofing now. This roofing is a stable. It's pretty simple, it's pretty basic. Just using, yeah, there you go. So that's my little stable building. It's pretty basic, guys. Just doing some carts and some wheels and stuff. I mean, I kind of did it kind of like it's moving the ride. I don't know why I did it like that, but yeah. So then I just did some carts and stuff around the ride, because, you know, carts and stuff work really well. Just do a wheel on there, and then just a wheel on there, so it kind of is turning and it's kind of like a carriage wheel. It just worked with the whole theme of the ride and everything. This episode is going to be really short. Because last episode it was really long. I apologise for the long episode, guys, but it had to be long to get it all done in one episode. It was 22 minutes, that's our longest episode in the whole series, but it was worth it. Definitely with the theming of the ride. I mean, because it wasn't just one bit of ride, it was a ride, and then you had the desert outpost, which I think worked well. So here's the horse animatronic from TMTK. Yeah, it looks really good, I have to say. I really do like the horse animatronic. I like how it turned out, actually. So then the sign. This was challenging because I didn't want to do a wooden one. I was gonna just do this. So I got one of these road signs and then just coloured it brown. And then I just put stables, put it brown. I thought that worked pretty well. I didn't want to go for something too crazy. I thought it worked well. I mean, we could always go back when we do the polishing episode, which will be the last episode, second last episode before the tour. We'll go up and polish stuff up, make sure all the shrubbery or nothing's floating, because I hate it when things are floating in Planet Coaster. I hate it when I go and do spotlights. I mean, I have got a few recorded now. I hate it when I go and look at spotlights and think there's a floating item in the air. It's really annoying. And sometimes it does happen with builds and stuff, when you don't use advanced move. Sometimes I might not use advanced move if I think it's just going down to the floor, but then I find out that it's actually floating in the air, which is really annoying, but I do come back and fix it. So we're just using the adventure bins there. Didn't want to do barrel bins, could have done barrel bins, but I like the adventure bins, they work better. I don't know, there's not really a Western one, that's kind of the barrel. I guess the barrel's a Western one. We don't really have a Western one. We had a Studios one, which is like a trash can, proper trash can. But we don't actually properly have a Western one.